The carry too with the Phantom Step. So yeah, this Phoebus is gonna have a field day.
So we're still looking at a pickoff comp versus a team fight comp, right?
Unless, like honestly, Cho you can use as a zoner. You just save your kick to kick people away, or if someone overextends, then you kick towards your team. Like as long as the entire team understands that you don't fully commit on this Cho, I think it's okay. You just use your Jeet Kune Do to impress your opponents with your flashy moves, and if they get too close, be like, hiya, and then just push them away.
Hiya.
With a kick.
Hayabusa.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to jump into game number 2, and I believe the devs here feel like the draft has gotten better, but is it going to be enough? Boostgate, can they actually get a win against Team Zone?
They need to, right? If they still want to stay on top of their group, of Group A, they need to stay on top. They need to find an equalizer and force this to a game number 3. Otherwise, you know, Team Zone looking pretty good up there. But let's see, right? With the changes with the Hayabusa now, the jungle for Kazue, it seems like it's a more familiar territory for him to utilize. And as well as an addition of a marksman in the gold lane, they should be able to scale a lot better. So that window that we saw in game number 1 with the draft that they were, you know, set on, it's not going to be applicable here. A little bit more flexible when it comes down to execution.
Yep. And we gotta look at the movements of a Walker here because, again, as a Cho you can use as a zoner, just make sure that you don't overcommit because sometimes when you do have a good set, your team kind of got baited to think that it is a good fight to take, but might not be. Speaking of, we gotta look at the spells here. Kenny is going for that flicker, and K is having that purify.
That damage. Good carry. It's a good lane for the carry. Obviously, you're gonna have good time, but once it comes to the mid game where you have to fight a lot, it's hard to traverse your way into that backline of Team Zone.
Jushin Emblem.
Yeah.
Oh, with a pull yourself together, thinking that you might get ganked quite a few times, so making sure that the flicker is up more often. But there's one small thing that we do have to discuss here, which is the roam boots, where with the changes, especially for Conceal, we just saw that Walker had to go for the Encourage. And Encourage, you kind of have to be with your team to get the full benefits.
Uh-oh, Shadow Kale on towards K. You cannot purify damage, and that's going to be Kazue getting the first blood.
So you can see now that Boostgate, they're playing to their winning lane, right? They're giving a kill over. I don't think they should contest for this objective, but...
Yep, they want to. Mountain Shocker and Kazue again! A thief from Boostgate Esports. That's going to be the lift off, but Identity has to move back. Here comes XC, but in the back, that's going to be Bankai getting walked there. Bankai will look for more of the hammer. The RWM being popped up. Identity has to go back into a safer position. He can't. He gets knocked up. Kenny gets the kill. Shadow kill from Kazue! In a heroic entrance from the Ninja. And Identity loses his life.
Overall, that was good because sometimes you do have to make that kind of play work.
So with the Hunter Strike, I think we could expect a lot more coming in from Kazue. That was unable for him to do that when he was on the Gwyn.
Yep. Look at XC now. One. That will be slain by Team Zone. And yeah, it's obviously with the Gwyn, you can't really do flashy moves like that and impact the map. Now though, Kazue bags 3 kills.
Yep.
Counter Strike as well.
Yeah, looking pretty good. Looking at the emblem builds here as well. A Black Eye Shield for Walker, and now the having a lot more armor for side of Boostgate. So they're really just worried about Zexora and possibly Bankai. Kenny is not something that they're too worried about right now.
I mean, up top, the XE again. The target of operation for Team Zone pops the Consecration, and he's going to be fine. XC will be able to try to sustain, but the blazing the way out towards RX. He flickers away into safety. The carry will still be safe. That's going to be 2 resources spent, and now they're going to focus on the turtle now. The back line, that's going to be Zexora bobbing and weaving. Good knock-up with the kick as well. Kazue gets Zexora. It's a mega kill for the Hayabusa. The objective in their eyes. Bankai screaming for help. Has to flicker back. XC enters the fray. Another good knock-up from Wactor as Bright gets taken down. Bankai deleted as well. K is late to the party, and Boostgate, they feast on Team Zone.
That was so worth, right? They got the kills, they got the neutral objective. They're still at perfect turtle, by the way, and they were able to layer in an additional kill for RX. So now RX has a little bit more resources to work with up against K, and a lot more shield.
Makes it quite difficult to itemize against.
Yep. That winner nature will quite possibly be in vain, especially with the passive that the carry.
Look at the goal difference.
2,000.
Yeah. The goal difference is insane.
Oh, XC again? Should be able to get out though. But yeah. Goes back in? No, okay, it's fine, it's fine. Oh, Kazue goes in. Okay, block there.
He's taunting. He's taunting the players of Team Zone. Revitalized pop as well, the lift off towards Bankai. That's just going to be it. Look at Boostgate Esports, able to get all the resources from Team Zone in a very, very confident way. Zexora sent up top again to just clear the way.
Yep. And this is one of those situations where you just got to talk to each other and say, Sheila, don't be X.
Beautiful. Uh-oh, this is away. Obviously with the shadow, quad shadow, excuse me. Very, very agile, very mobile. But Zexora wants to lock into Identity. Has the Crimson Beacon popped in the back. Blazing the wet, but where's the damage? XC will eat up from the inside. That's a kick on towards Bankai. One less to worry about. Shadow kill finally gets Pride only. I thought it was going to jump into the back too, but yeah, that's going to be it. Boostgate, 2 kills, and possibly the Lord.
Well, I guess that's the timing that you're talking about, right?
From
Because
the realm of the shadows. Oh, he's still bobbing and weaving, just shadowing away. But our Rex gets Bankai. That is beautiful from Kazue, a cold-blooded killer. He does get taken down, but it is still very much worth it. And Boostgate, they want to go in for more. Sieging on the top side turret. Identity jumping in with the Crimson Beacon, shielding his team together. The left off will be cancelled. Pride will be safe, but RX still gunning down the members of Team Zone. Man, Kazue.
That was one of those displays that deserves a instant replay here. So look at the damage that XC is taking. Not very much.
Tickle my toes.
Yeah, so...
like in a way that he was too forward. He was
Yeah.
just targeted.
Yeah.
So what does the Eve do? Because technically they're banking on the Eve to properly defend and for the wave clear.
Yeah, you kind of have to use our front line at this point and
Yes.
hope that Boostgate just use all... Oh, hold on, that's
Oh,
not
shadow kill. That's going to be Kenny gets taken down so low. He has the kick on toward Waxter, but that's going to be the blazing duet. Is this the defense that Team Zone is looking for? Kazue and Waxter gone, and now Team Zone eyeing an opportunity to possibly equalize the conditions. Actually gets taken down quite a bit, up to half HP. And Team Zone will reset.
Okay, let's discuss this. Was that intentional or not?
I feel like it was. I feel like that was a bait.
Yeah, putting yourself in a position where the Haya would go in with 5 members there, able to punish. Bankai not gonna get lifted up here. Hey, if that was on purpose, shout outs to Kenny or whoever made the call.
Okay, making a play. Mountain Chalker misses towards XC. The concentration does give him that movement speed. So yeah, Team Zone, he will back away.
So what's Kazue's stack on, right? Because he got killed twice.
Can't really see, but
I wish we
Careful
could see
of
him
RX.
carry.
RX is the only problem. Other than that, I think he should be fine.
I think Kazue, yeah, he can just jump in and jump out, and the shadow kill can be tanked by multiple members, right? But it's gonna be RX consistently gunning down and taking the damage to Team Zone, then that's where the problem lies. But yeah, the Lord secured safely by the players of Boostgate Esports and also Kazue. Is this the moment?
This may or may not matter, but Bankai does have that Winter Crown. So maybe he might go for a play, just bait someone in, and then Winter Crown, and then let something happen.
Oh, XC
See?
so low, and they're not going to commit to it, but they open up the glorious pathway. Crimson Beacon for Identity, 2 resources, but I think it's much more worth it for Team Zone. Now, can they defend their base? The Crystal, wide open, just a mid-tier turret separating them into a loss. The RWM and the kick, Bankai gets taken down, but K with the blazing duet, not enough to take down Kazue. Shadow kill, but that's going to be RX becoming the member that is much more scary. For Boostgate Esports, as the Lord marches into the base, they will try to take it down. Zexora still alive, but is the damage enough? They still have the mid-tier turret to defend the base, and Team Zone, hold on. Is this a turnaround? Zexora going mad, but it seems like he has to back away. That was his only chance at redemption.
I would say that one is brilliant coming in from Kenny as well as K. Because K, you see that he goes in with the blazing duet.
The KK combo.
Yeah, the KK combo, Kenny K. Right
Exactly.
before K gets caught by that carry, I think he only took like 2 basic attacks and then he just jumped back, switch places with Dexter, making it so that he can clear the way. Right? It's nice to see, even at this crucial moment, 70 minutes of the game, is like, I know I need to deal damage, but it's not gonna matter if I die.
There's layers to it, right? There's layers to the defense now, and it's going to be even more difficult. XC!
Look at the burst. XC still alive with the consecration. Good pick off, but that's going to be the shadow kill. Not enough to take down anyone. K gets whacked her, but look at RX go. He gets Bankai. It's a worth it trade for Boostgate Esports.
Yeah, look at the minions as well. Bottom and top. Not going to be pushing in the same time as mid here, but they are stacking up.
Yeah, when Talker purchases all for K, it's going to help him clear the wave even faster. Especially with
An
the spot.
item change for Kazue here, Lafel. No more Sky Piercer, Warax instead.
And again, he can definitely do that. Oh,
Whoa, Zexora! The win of nature will save RX, and Zexora gets deleted. Identity will come in, but Bright so low. Shadow kill in the back. Waxter looks for the kick, and Bright gets deleted. K with the blazing duet, but is it enough? It is not, and Kazue will put him down. It's just Kenny and his broken base. His friends taken down as Boostgate Esports. They farm the bodies and prepare their graves.
This is the end, right? It's gotta be.
It has to be it, Kenny. I don't think you can. Hold on, brother. The crystal wide open, and Kenny bullied around in his own backyard. Boostgate Esports will not let slip of Game 2.
It looked quite close there after quite, I would say like what, 2-3 times? Amazing defenses coming in from Team Zone. But eventually, Boostgate, they were able to do it. And unfortunately for me, 19-minute game, 19-29. But I feel like there's one mistake that I just got to talk about, man. Zexora, that was... honestly, maybe, yeah. But now we got to look at the MVP by Realme here. And it looks like it is going to be RX. 9-0-5, 103,000 damage.
It's like shouting and slamming at tables. So like shouting and slamming at tables.
throwing bottles, taking snacks. Looking at the items here, Bagay did not have a good game here. Having the War Axe makes it so that you do want to move in front and just